Latest football news, engaging debates,
and fascinating opinions.
Pitchside talk on IO Radio. So kicking off the games for Monday, it is West Brom versus Southampton. And for West Brom, Darren O'Shea is expected to overcome his ankle problem and time just to be involved in this game. But Ivanovic faces a lengthy spell on the sidelines because of a hamstring injury he picked up last time out event against Chelsea. For Southampton, Kyle Walker-Peters has got a leg injury, but has not been ruled out for this game. So he might start for this game. Piers here. For West Brom, it's about trying to keep that survival hope alive. If they win this, they'll go only 8 points off Newcastle. Got a bit of an outside shot, really, but they need to keep up that performance they did against Chelsea and get 3 more points. But for Southampton here, if they win this, they're back up to 12th and they can sort of salvage that season they were having in the first part of the season, which suddenly disappeared from them.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. Both teams, both teams got a win last time out, so I'd be interested for them. Southampton look like they may be starting to pick up some form. Obviously getting a win against Burnley is always good for them. West Brom, on the other hand, a fantastic win against Chelsea. It will lift hope highly for them. I think in their last few games, they played teams like Crystal Palace and Everton. I think it's the Palace game. They should have got something there. West Brom, so They are playing better under Big Sam, and I think they've got an outside chance of staying up in the league this year. I know Aston Villa achieved it last when people thought they were probably out, so I think West Brom got a good chance. Obviously, once again, Southampton, they've got some key players in that team that can cause some problems, but I think West Brom will want it more. Southampton haven't got much going towards the end of the season, so I think West Brom will get the win. And I'm going to go for a 1-0 to West Brom.
So it is Brighton versus Everton today. And for Brighton, Dan Burn and Webster have both returned back to training after respective hamstring and ankle issues and could be in contention to play in this game. But for Everton, Andre Gomez is still out with a thigh injury. But Axel Wobie and Allen should be available for this game. And Jordan Pickford has started training once again, but will not be risked in this game, according to Carlo Ancelotti. Piers here, Brighton, they need a victory here just to put away from Newcastle and just to confirm their survival for next season. It looks like they will be surviving the Premier League for another season, but just got to make sure that is confirmed for them. But for Everton here, they need to keep up pace here with this top four. They've got an outside shot of it, really, we can say, but they need to keep that consistency instead of dropping points like they did last week against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Everton, they've seemed to have hit a bad patch of form. Obviously, 3 games about a win now for them. But they've still got a chance to that top 4. 2 games in hand over the teams above them, really. So they've definitely got a chance to get themselves in there. They just need to pick up some consistency. They were really good at the start of the season, and they drop off and they keep coming back, and so hopefully they can have a strong end to the season. Brighton, on the other hand, I think they were a little bit unlucky in that Manchester United game. I feel like they definitely should have got something out of that. And Brighton have definitely performed against the big sides this season. So Everton have got to watch out, really. Obviously, Fulham getting points against Tottenham and Liverpool in recent history. So it's going to be a very interesting game. I'd like to see how Everton do. I feel like sometimes they can get themselves a bit of a rut, or they can bounce back for a big win. But I think Brighton looking to try and make sure they've definitely got safety for next season. I think they'll manage to get something out of this game, and I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1.